Hello, YouTube! Neil from No Plot Blog here, bringing you episode 5 of Let's Play Minecraft Regrowth. Today, we're going to delve deeper into Botnia, get ourselves a Runic Altar up and running, and see if we can't even create some of the recipes that are used within. So in our last episode, we had collected some oysters, and I said that was going to be critical for our work in Botnia, and also mentioned that I was going to show how we set up an oyster farm. So I've got that sitting right over here. As you can see, I've kind of left some room there for me to find some more oysters, and these guys already have some pearls in them because I haven't actually checked it in a while. But quite simply, when they have a pearl in there, you just right-click the oyster to collect the pearl, give it some sand, and it'll make another pearl for you. And every once in a while, you'll end up with one of these ender pearls. Let's go ahead and get my quest book down here in the inventory, and, what did I pop in the chest? Oh, meant to put the pearl in there, not the sand. So, the first quest we're going to do in this episode is actually going to be get ourselves a mana pearl. What did I complete? Oh, yeah, I went ahead and got the nature seeds going, which is a crossbreeding, so again, those recipes can be found in NEI, or I have them posted on my blog for everything that I've done between episodes there. Go ahead and claim the reward on that. Twice, it would seem. And then we're going to come over to, I believe it's the way the world works? Yes. No. What the world enables, embraces. No. Not life of the world. Is it what the world? Would help if I knew where I was supposed to go. It's not what the world teaches. Maybe it wasn't what the world. No. Well, I'm sorry. I seem to have misplaced the quest we're supposed to be working on. Well, anyway it goes, there's a quest in there somewhere that wants us to make a mana pearl. So, mana pearl is basically just take an ender pearl, throw it into your mana pool, it will get infused with mana, and you've got yourself a brand new happy mana pearl. Let's take a quick nap here while the sun is setting. Now, the reason we want to go ahead and create a mana pearl is because, yeah, swear there was a quest for it, but, well, anyway, in the way the world works, we want to create a Runic Altar. And Runic Altar is a really simple recipe. We're going to come over here and grab a few of these living rocks, and come on up here to where I'm starting to get things organized in my dream home. And very simply, you just put the mana pearl there in the center, put a little hat of living rock around it, and there we've got our Runic Altar. Now go ahead and claim the reward, which gives us some more mana pearls, which will come in handy for recipes that we're going to be doing. Now the way I get this set up, and again, I'm not going to claim that my way is the best way or the only way, but I just put it in front of my third spreader there, shift right click the spreader, shift right click the altar, and we're ready to start making things. Ah, yes, the clay conia. Let's go ahead and make that. Excuse me, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and make that. The clay conia is used for making, let's see, we'll need, is it Mystic Grays or Mystic Light Grays? I think it's actually Mystic Light Grays. The Cleanacopia is used for turning sand into clay, which, if you've been breaking the little dead grass things all over the place to get clay, you realize just how useful that's going to be. Also, this is one of our turn-in quests. So I've already turned in the clay, but it wants 10 Mystic Light Gray flowers, which I just got out of the chest there, so you manually submit, and that takes those out of your inventory, so they're gone now. But in return, we get this beautiful clay conia. I don't think you can't use red sand for a clay conia. It has to be regular sand. So I don't think I actually have any right now to use it on, but in the next episode I'll demonstrate it. We won't really be needing the clay before the next episode anyway. So with that taken care of, this should have opened up a little bit more quests for us. Well, oh, that's where it wanted us to make the mana pearl. So Infusion wanted us to make the mana pearl, and then it wants us to make a weak infusion stone. And weak infusion stone is going to be used to take all this essence dust that we've been collecting and turn it into essence stones. Specifically, we're going to be starting with weak essence stones. So let's come over here to the crafting table, and the weak essence stone is a simple recipe. We simply take our mana pearl, put it in the center, and surround it with essence dust. And then with this, and it probably wants us to go ahead and do it. Yep, wants us to make a weak essence. So for this, we'll be able to start making weak essence stones. And that's just put the infusion stone in the center, give it an essence dust on top, bottom, left, and right. Does not consume the essence stone, so we can keep using that as much as we want. And then claim the reward. You know, typically I go skeleton soul seeds, but I've been getting a good bit of skeletons and not really having trouble keeping up with bone meal. And we're going to be going through a lot of weak essence as we try to get ore available in the game. And the first one it wants us to do is copper ore, dye seeds, and making a stronger infusion stone we'll get to later. Now, I'm not going to run through, there's quite a few of these quests, and I'm not going to run through them on the video. Let me see if I can collect what we need for this one just to show you how they work. But these are repeatable quests, so you're going to go through them a good bit. And there's a cooldown in between, which means that for the sake of recording, it would be a whole lot of sitting around and waiting. But I'll show you how the quests work, and then I'll be getting my metal seeds in between episodes here. So let's gather up. This wants some clay. And obviously I'm wearing my snorkel right now, so don't try to do this without it. That should be enough clay. It wants 16. I need a little bit more. Just grab one more block of clay here. There we go. Then we can turn in the clay part of it. We have the weak essence sitting around. The orange floral powder, let's see, it wants 16 of them. I should have 8 orange flowers sitting around. Let's see. I have been trying to get things organized a little bit, so we do have all of my mystic flowers and petals in one chest here. Yeah, I've got 7 flowers and some petals here, so we'll break those down. Go ahead and turn in that part. Oh, it wants the powder. I'm sorry about that. For that, I'm going to need my bowl that I'm not really sure where I put it. It's probably still over here. But of course, yeah, making the powder is just putting the petals in with a mortar and pestle, and you grind them into a powder. And it should be in one of these chests over here. If I didn't do something absolutely cray-cray with it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Let's grind those there into dust. And there we can turn it in. And our reward is 1 piece of essence of copper. And as you can see, now it's in cooldown, so we have to wait. And it's opened up some of our other starting to get metals quests. The reason we do this one is because that's the only way we're going to get copper seeds. Copper seeds are going to require 4 of those, so you have to do that quest 4 times in order to get your copper seeds. And I'll go ahead in between episodes and do the quests to get all the essence, and that way we can see how it works in the Runic Altar here. I don't believe I have anything available. Dye seeds. I might be able to. Let's see what that recipe is. One of each color of dye, a couple of weak essence, and some essence seeds. Well, I might actually have what we need for that. And if I do, it'd be a good demonstration of the Runic Altar. Let's see, I've been trying to keep all of my dye in this chest. Oh yeah, nowhere close. Nowhere close. I haven't been keeping up with my dye plants very well. But I could be able to get away with it by grinding these guys up into dust. Let's see here. Yeah, I can get away with it grinding those guys up into dust. So let's grab a few petals here. And my inventory is a mess, but I've been trying to get all of the mystic stuff up and running because that's the key to everything we're going to do in Botania. And there we go. It's been a lot of crossbreeding that I just kind of wanted to take care of in between episodes because the list this week is huge. I think I've got almost 20 plants that I crossbreeded in between episodes there. Oh, that's right. This one gets right-clicked. So we right-click, 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 right-click. We've got those 4 in there. Is there any colors that I'm not supposed to use? Black, red, green, brown, blue, gray, yellow, white. There certainly is, like that orange and purple I put in there. So, this gives me an opportunity to teach a little bit about Botania. If you put something on the Runic Altar you didn't mean to, if you shift, right-click, it'll take out the last thing you put in there. And since it looks like the recipe doesn't want orange or purple in there, I didn't actually need to put those in. But we will grab the red, and it wanted green. We've got the black in there already. It's going to want some brown. I've got some brown flowers right here. So I don't have any brown petals, but I do have some brown flowers there, so we'll turn those into petals. It's going to want some blue we already put in there, gray and yellow. So I do have a gray petal already. Let's just go ahead and do those because, again, inventory is kind of full. And actually, I'm going to need to put one of these petals back in the chest here. Sorry for the disorganization on this one. I couldn't really see what quests we were going to be doing until I turned that one in, and I didn't want to turn it in until we were recording the episode, so but we'll pop those guys on there and actually take a quick nap. That sun's setting. Well rested, ready to go. And should only need, I believe, yellow and white now. Yeah, should only be yellow and white. This one has a lot of ingredients. Most of them don't have quite this many ingredients to them. Whoops, only meant to grab one of those. Yellow and white. Grind them up. And it's probably the worst recipe to try and give an example of for the video, but as the other ones require me to have the essences that are going to take a long time to grind up, this at least allows me the opportunity. No essence seeds? You know what? Oh, I know, over here. This at least gives me the opportunity to show everybody how everything works. There we go. And I think it's only 2 weak essences. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and turn these wheat seeds into essence seeds so we can throw those on there. Just throw them up. Helps if I actually get it into the mana pool. There we go. Give it the essence seeds and the 2 weak essence, and you get a big bang noise, and it starts sparkling, and you get this little blue star in there that shows it's working. And when it's complete, it's going to start shooting lightning all over the place. So you'll know when it's ready to go. And pretty much everything we do with the Runic Altar, oh, see, there it goes with the lightning, requires us to add a living stone to it, and then right-click it with our Wand of the Forest. And now we have dye seeds, and that's used to grow dye essence, which you can put into your crafting table in different shapes to get all the different color dyes in the game. Now let's see here. We are getting kind of close to our time, but I wanted to do one more thing here. Let's for these quests, always select the essence. They give you the weak essence, or we'll get up into regular, strong, and then extreme later. They'll offer you the essence that comes from the plant, but you're going to be planting these seeds right away. And weak essence, right now, essence isn't a big deal because weak is pretty easy to make, but when you start getting into extreme essence, and it takes a stack of essence dust to make one extreme essence, you're going to really appreciate that reward there. The one last thing I wanted to go through was magical fertilizer. And magical fertilizer is useful now that we're making essence plants. Those don't work with regular fertilizer. Bone meal does nothing to it. Magical fertilizer, we need a couple of Essence of Nature. I should be able to pick that over here. And then Mutundus and bone meal. There. Mutundus, bone meal, and floral fertilizer. And magical fertilizer, we're able to use on everything. Bone meal only works on normal crops. It hasn't grown yet. Wait, did that drop 2? That dropped 2. Awesome. Magical fertilizer, on the other hand, will work on anything. We can use it on our essence plants. We can use it on our mystic flowers. Everything will work with the magical fertilizer. So it's something I try to keep a bit of sitting around just for when I'm in a hurry. Same as the idea of keeping all the bone meal sitting around. So, and your floral fertilizer, bone meal mutundus, 2 Essence of Nature, and there you've got your magic fertilizer. We'll go ahead and turn in that quest. We've got to pick one. Floral fertilizer is the biggest pain to get, so we'll pick that one. And then just to demonstrate how this stuff works, I mean, it works just like bone meal, but hey, we all like to see it in action, right? So let's come over here to where I'm growing my nature essence. Just hit the flower real quick there, and you see, just like bone meal. Ooh, almost fell in the hole there. Well, not a whole lot that we did in this episode, but, getting things going in our next episode, I'm going to go ahead and do those essence quests in between the episodes, and probably I'll go ahead and throw them on the altar as well, so that I can get the seeds going. That way in our next episode, we can go ahead and start jumping into what we need metal for. And that's when things really start to pick up, and the game just becomes a locomotive that you absolutely cannot stop. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that little doohickey there in the corner there. It looks like me with a big head. That will subscribe to the channel. Hit the little thumbs up button down there so that we know that you liked it. If there was anything, was hard to follow, anything you'd like to see more of in this show, please put down in the comments. I read them all, respond as much as I can. In the links below, we have the link to Feed the Beast, which is the launcher that this mod pack is available in. There's also a link down there to the No Plot blog, where we live up to our reputation and talk about whatever we feel like at that time. So, thanks for watching, and as always, keep gaming.